Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 5th episode of Love Hina. So, in the last episode, we had the secret the cat came out of the bag. They found out that Keitaro is not actually a Tokyo U student and that he's still very much struggling to get in. Nara already knew that, but a lot of the girls did not. And Motoko, of course, definitely took issue with that. Not because she's always kind of looking for an excuse to yell at him. Naru tried to help him get in, some help with studying, although Kitaro initially tried to help her, but it ended up the other way around. And he kind of got on her bad side because of reasons, and she got mad at him, and he wanted to pass the test, but he thought he didn't. He got all sulky, tried to run away, or when Naru went after him, they kind of made up. He wrote some silly notes throughout the episode that are of questionable accuracy. And in the end, he did make the cutoff. He got a total of 600. He was so happy about it, he walked in the girls in the bath. They did not share his excitement, at least in that moment. But yeah, there's also a bit of a misunderstanding. Keitaro seems to think that Nara was the person he made his childhood promise to, but that's not the case. She made that promise to someone else. So that should be fun. Anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, the episode also had Keitaro doing his various manager duties. Cleaning duties, really. You know, I complain about them wearing towels in the bath because that is, like, in real Japanese culture, you don't do that. That's just an anime thing that they did because they didn't want to have to censor it. But in this anime, considering how much Keitaro likes to just kind of go in there, you can kind of understand why they would want to wear towels in this specific situation, so I don't blame them too much. I'm sure she'll show up eventually. Like, I can only assume she's a friend of Naruto's because of that shot. They're really close on that shot. So there must be something between the two of them. So I assume friend or sister. Okay, she's doing vocabulary, like English vocabulary. Hopefully. Hopefully. Well, I'm sure it still helps. It won't, like, make a night or day difference, but I'm sure just somebody failing to cook, it's nothing, it's no big deal. Well, that sounds like a big deal. Looking good. She's on fire, alright. Is that alarm clock flying? I guess it's a Sue thing, but I keep forgetting weird technology is a thing in this show because Sue makes it. I still haven't gotten used to that. Yes, because this is both Naru and him are hoping to pass. Naru will probably be fine. Yes, win, Katsu. Oh no, an enemy has appeared. I don't think that's how he meant it. I'm sure that's not what he's saying. Hope you're not late. Wow, they're both in the wrong place? Ugh. So many still people. Drink Nomo even under that one. Which I was drinking my water as she said that, which is funny. If you could have just stood in front of Naruto, you would have been fine, because, well, Naruto was fine. But, well, oh, there she is! We finally get to see the girl. And he killed her. I hope you're happy with yourself. Holy shit, she does look dead. Like, that's like a dark turn. Just look at those eyes. Turtle! So she has a reason for the turtle. And her pet turtle is gonna take revenge on you. Oh, she's okay. She probably just stayed up all night studying or something. Mutsumi. Mutsumi. Well, importantly, she's alive. Oh my god. I take it she's in her head. And that vehicle does have it out for you, Keitaro. But to answer that question, the way he meets this girl is through the school. Which I figured would be the case. And what is that person's problem? Who are you? Oh. Thank you. I assume it'll be somewhat important going forward. Like a teacher or something he kind of comes across as. But, I mean, that was nice of him. He went a bit overboard, but... It is a comedy anime after all, so that makes sense. You're off to a terrible start. So, how'd we do? Well, judging by the looks on their faces, not well. He lost it. Oh. Let's not exaggerate here. How did Naruto do? Because she's been pretty quiet. Wow. They have both sides prepared just in case he failed. That's smart, but a little bit messed up at the same time. But it kind of seems like Naruto didn't do so well. Which would be weird. Because she was the one helping out Keitaro. But yeah, it seems like she didn't. No, she is not. In fact, the girl we saw earlier probably is. Oh wow, he's bringing this up. Please don't ignore me. Speed walking. Don't run into anything. You're an idiot, Kate Taro. That could have been bad. She kind of looks like she wet herself. And yet it kept following you anyway. Yes, that's a yes. If that was not obvious, which it really was. But didn't he say he aced it, so I'm a little bit confused. That's another misunderstanding. Just drink your problems away. Uh, yeah, you're misunderstanding that, buddy. He was not the person you made the promise with. So I didn't meet you 15 years ago. Uh, you did not. It's so awkward. I know, right? Uh, a 2-year-old making a promise would be impressive. uh, well, his life just crumbled. Well, if it makes you feel better, the girl you ran into before is probably the actual one. She's like the only other girl of any importance in the opening. You okay? Especially not him. What do you know? Fear. Well, she's not, but she could still be a love interest. It's still questionable whether or not that girl even remembers you or the promise, so. Which I'm curious if she does or not. I'm guessing not, because if it's a girl I think it is, she's quite the airhead, so who knows. She's just gonna sit like right next to her too. Coincidences have their limits, you know. Oh god. Oh, you know, just Keisaro. It's, you know, on the same trip. uh, yeah, about that. And what did Kitaro say? Yeah, she needs a sword like you. So she did pick up on that. This is Kitaro, I'm on a trip. Wow, Sue, that was not cool. Yes, the Shinkansen just like Naru. Oh no, misunderstanding time. He was gonna say he didn't want to meet up with her again, which is why he left that thing. Not that they're going on a trip together, but it's probably how she interpreted it. And that's clearly how they interpreted it. I mean, it can. You don't look that bad. I'm just waiting for them to realize. Uh, like, right now? You're not gonna tell me they're gonna lose their glasses and not know the other person's the other person. Or put on each other's glasses. My god. If only they knew. Oh no. They're gonna do this entire train ride not knowing that. Oh my god. That's a weird situation. You'd be surprised. It's for the best that he's just a blur, trust me. I just want to see him more clearly, you know? She's so nice when she doesn't have all that baggage associated with Keitaro. So you want to go together? Wow. And then they explore Kyoto together. Although Kyoto probably doesn't look that great through the blurs. Maybe we'll get lucky with her. She'll never know. Oh, she just jumped on in there. It's a good point. I mean, it would be great to just meet a cute girl like that on the train and just explore together. A nice cute girl like her. Of course, we know the truth. She's not as nice as she comes across in this scene. Okay, don't push that joke too much. You're overdoing it with the coincidences as well. Can I sleep with you? Pretty please? Really? Are they really gonna have you in a room? Oh. And the girls already think they're eloping. This is not gonna help in the slightest. Oh no. Oh no. After they get a room together. Things escalated. Oh. Wow. They're actually doing better than I thought they would. Playing some ping pong. uh. uh. It sounds silly when you put it like that. But the trash talk is real. And I think he dug a little bit too deep there. But she started it, so. Of course. This barrier is absolute. Yeah, he doesn't have the guts to do something like that. Now to figure out how to get past the barrier. He's not gonna try anything. You've known him long enough to know that. Oh no, he's slightly moving. Clearly he's gonna attack me. Toilet break, of course. And then he comes to attack you. As long as you're aware of that. I don't see that happening. But feel free to fantasize about it. I think if anything, he's tying himself up. I admit that's a little bit frightening, but I'm sure it's not what it looks like. not so rough. Nice and snug. Wouldn't that be difficult to do? You know, because of your arms and how that works. So is Naruto gonna get in with him? Well, pretty close to him. Like, they're practically bathing together, really. Nope. I mean, I thought I would clear up that misunderstanding fairly early. To get away from you. Similar reasons as to you. I'd say your life took a turn for the better, personally. So I ran away. I had so much fun on my date with you, Keitaro. There we go. And now they'll actually know who each other is. Who each other are. Neither of those sounds right. Whatever. So that was the 5th episode of Love Hina. And this episode, we had some characters trying to set the building on fire, you know, when cooking. But more importantly, we had some more stuff with Tokyo University. You had Keitaro and Naruto go to take the test. It kind of ran into some issues here and there, like going to the wrong spot initially. Keitaro dropped something, which what I assume was a teacher, was nice enough to bring it to him. Possibly the one guy that Naruto actually made the promise to. That would make sense. But pretty much, yeah, he was being chased a lot by him, but eventually he understood what that was about. Keitaro actually ran into, and I do mean literally ran into, a girl named Mutsumi, who has a pet turtle. That explains the turtle in the opening. And this girl most likely is the girl that he made his childhood friend promise with, because she's like the only girl of any importance left in the opening. That kind of sort of looks like that child from the flashbacks. Plus, she's like right behind. I talked about the shot before, the shot with her and Naruto right back to back. That shot would make a bit more sense if he had the girl he thought was her and the girl who was actually her, like, together. So that would make sense. So that's definitely what I'm leaning on. Though it's still big as a question, does she remember the promise? Like, she seems like she's also trying to get into Tokyo University, so maybe. But I don't know. I just had this mental image in my head of her being like, promise? What promise? Did I make something like that? When KHR brings it up. I think that'd be quite funny. Maybe a bit heartbreaking for him, but I would consider it quite funny. Anyway, they took their test. They went back to the Hinata dorms. And KHR was like, yes, I aced it. It was awesome. Naruto was not so excited. So I was a little bit confused because then later on he talks about how he flunked it. I guess he just thought he did well when in reality, when he looked at the results, he noticed he was not there. And same thing seemed to be with Naruto. They both failed, I guess. They both flunked it, which is very unfortunate. Naruto ran away in tears, wanted to be alone. Keitaro didn't really respect that and just kind of chased after her anyway. So, understandably, Naruto kind of wanted to be away for a while. So she went on a trip to Kyoto. Coincidentally, Keitaro decided to also go on a trip to Kyoto. And trust me, the coincidences this episode don't stop there. It's pretty much like there's a god and he manipulates reality to get them together at any possible opportunity. That god being called the writer, the author of the manga. Pretty much, because that would not, that many coincidences would never happen in real life. So, although the one with them being in the same room, it was mostly because of a misunderstanding about them being a couple. So that one's a bit forgivable, but still, the idea of being overbooked is still a coincidence. But anyway, they had fun together because they didn't know the other person was the other person. They both had the glasses broken, so the other person was just a blur. So they didn't have any of that baggage associated with the other person. And they eventually got the glasses fixed, and things. After that point, they worked out better than I thought. I thought Naruto would make a bigger deal of that than she did. So they just continue to hang out, even stay in the same room together anyway. She, of course, put a barrier between them, but still, she was okay with sharing a room. I mean, I guess she kind of had to. There wasn't really much alternative there, and then she just wanted to make Keitaro sleep in the hallway, which I wouldn't put past her. And even the next day, she still wanted to do sightseeing with Keitaro. Now that she knows who it is, she still wanted to do that, so that's nice. Back to Mutsumi. I do hope to get more of her. Like, I think she might join the Hinata dorms at some point. Even though I didn't really see any group shots of her with the other girls in the opening, so probably not. But that would give a reason for Keitaro to interact with her more. Because if you only see her at school, I don't see her getting a lot of screen time. So I feel like there's got to be something there, but I don't know. Either way, I'm sure we'll get more of her one way or the other. And I actually do quite like her. She's clearly an airhead type character, but she seems fun and cute. His first meeting with her, she seemed dead on the ground. That was very weird. And she likes turtles, and turtles are cool, so, that gives her bonus points with me. Yeah, oh, in the opening, it seemed to have a turtle and a mechanical turtle, like when Keitaro was flying on the opening. So that makes me believe that Sue meets Mutsumi at some point and crafts her own turtle to match, bases it off of Mutsumi's turtle. So if that meeting happens, that gives more credence to the theory that she might join the Hinata dorms at some point, but I don't know, I feel like I've talked enough as it is, but this pretty much was a Keitaro Naru date episode, and they both had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.